Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, Master's in Counseling Psychology, longtime astrologer, psychic healer, and yogi. In this episode, I'm going to explain what is an inner mate and lead you on a guided journey to connect with yours. It's a good time to connect to an inner guide who can help you with love and relationships. Welcome to the episode on Inner Mate Journey. I'll discuss how love is an inside job and we can connect with our inner mate to heal issues around relationship. I'll lead a guided meditation to connect with your inner mate, so stay tuned. I thought it would be appropriate to revisit the complexity of relationships and how relationships are always an inside job and our mate reflects our inner contrasexual image. And it's a great time to take a journey to an inner mate. Anytime is a good time for an inner mate journey. So this is a good time to work on our inner planes to connect with that inner mate. When we work on the inner planes to connect with a part of us that can be a guide to navigate our inner landscape, we can get clarity on certain issues. Revisit my recently released episode on animal guides and how they help us when we do an inner journey. They will give us messages, guidance, or energy to us. We can navigate the issues of relationship internally by connecting to an inner mate. That is the part of ourself, that is the contrasexual image who resides within. Carl Jung described it best as the Anima for a man and Animus for a woman. The work of Carl Jung, 20th century psychologist, helps us understand the anima, a man's inner female, and the animus, a woman's subconscious male. A woman's animus, hidden in her subconscious, may possess the archetypes of a Tarzan, a knight in shining armor, a teacher, a professor, or a spiritual guide, such as Jesus. A man's anima, hidden in his psyche, may show up as a feminine archetype, such as Eve, Helen, Mary, virgin or whore, or wise woman. David Quigley, the founder of alchemical hypnosis, who has also been a guest on Cosmic Scene, says this about the inner mate. Quote, "The inner mate is our guide to romantic and love relationships. Within each of us human beings, there exists the image of the ideal mate." And I'll read from his book, Alchemical Hypnosis, a manual of practical technique by David Quigley about the inner mate. The inner mate is our guide to romantic and love relationships. While for some of us, this image appears to be little more than a physical body type. For most of us, our ideal mate has mental, emotional, and spiritual qualities which provide balance for all of our personal needs, abilities, and weaknesses. Unfortunately, real relationships rarely fulfill all the deep needs associated with one's ideal mate. Many people wander dissatisfied from partner to partner toward the ever-elusive horizon of happiness or settle for a relationship which mixes some emotional satisfaction with pent-up unmet needs and unfulfilled desires for something more. For such individuals, one of the most powerful guides they need to meet in their inner world is the inner mate. The inner mate has all of the qualities that we seek from an external lover, qualities which balance and compensate for the weaknesses and needs of the conscious mind. Carl Jung, the first modern explorer of this inner path, called a man's inner woman the anima and a woman's inner man the animus. He defined the roles of the inner mates in gender-specific ways, since he came from an era in which both men and women had rigidly defined social roles and personality constructs. With today's liberated lifestyles, this typology is less appropriate. For example, a highly aggressive and intellectual woman may meet an inner mate whose gentleness, receptivity, and emotional expressiveness balances her conscious mind. For gay clients, this inner mate may be the same gender as the client and fulfill the same compensatory needs. The The process of meeting and mating with the inner mate allows one to integrate these compensatory qualities in an effortless and ecstatic manner. The inner mate gives us a model for the kind of qualities we seek in a partner. So many people have done so little work with the inner mate that they find themselves attracted to the mere physical type of their inner mate. They have to find out the hard way that other qualities of their inner ideal are far more important. For instance, the inner mate can act as a muse, a source of inspiration for song, dance, poetry, art, and music, a veritable fountainhead of creative activity. Creativity is innate in everyone. However, loneliness, lack of basic nurturing, and lack of harmonious relationships, so common in this world, can create a great vacuum of inner pain, which swallows up creative energy. By filling this void, the inner mate restores our natural creativity and joy. More from David Quigley on the inner mate. The inner mate plays 3 essential roles. First, the inner mate heals your heart of the wounds of abandonment, loneliness, and grief, so you can feel emotionally secure and can draw romance into your life. You will learn to experience it as a safety net of security that helps support and reassure you during lonely times and gives you the courage to move on. Secondly, the inner mate is your guide to achieving intimacy, compassion, and commitment in relationships. It will advise you how to relate to others and let you know when to approach and when to leave the other alone. It tells you when it is appropriate for deeper commitment and will help to accomplish it. And by giving you romantic fulfillment, it prevents you from laying at your partner's feet a list of excessive demands that in the past may have destroyed intimate relationships. Finally, the inner mate is the key to inspiration, creativity, and the deepest inner joy. Calling upon the feeling of being completely and totally loved is the greatest gift of the inner mate. So stay tuned for a journey to connect with your inner mate. All right, it's time to take a journey to connect with your inner mate. So make sure you're fully comfortable. I would suggest lying down if you can lie down and be very comfortable, or seated to receive this healing and this meditation. And I invite you to let go of any idea in your conscious mind of who or what your inner mate may be like. Just let it all go and give it up to your higher self to show you who your inner mate is. Let go of any preconceived notions of what this journey may look like, and focus on your breath. So being comfortable in your body, whether seated or lying down, focus on your breath. Do some deep breathing. You can help your body relax by taking deep, relaxing breaths. In fact, put your hands on your belly and breathe all the way down to your hands, seeing your belly inflate like a balloon. And then exhale as you release the out breath. Doing that again, breathing in, expanding the belly as you exhale. And one more deep breath. Inhaling in and exhaling. Good. Continuing to breathe slowly. And with every out breath, send the message to every muscle in your body. Relax. Relax and let go. And your breathing is continuing, and as you exhale, relax and let go. And your body's beginning to relax. Your mind is relaxed. And your breath is gently flowing in and out as you begin to feel a wave of healing relaxation flowing at the soles of your outstretched feet. And this relaxation flows into your feet and up through your legs, past your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, flowing all the way up to your hips and the trunk of your body, flowing up the front of the body and the back of the body. And as these healing waves flow up, the muscles on the back on either side begin to relax as this healing wave flows up the spine, relaxing the muscles on either side, coming up to the shoulders, allowing your shoulders to relax as you release any holding. Imagine you're releasing backpacks of old energy, old karmas off your shoulders, and they just dissolve. And your shoulders feel so much lighter, so much more relaxed as this wave of energy comes to the top of the shoulders, down the arms, past the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, over the back of the hands, down the front of the hands, as the palms and fingers feel warm and tingly. And noticing at the base of the neck, this wave of relaxation flows up from the shoulders now, up through the neck, relaxing all the vertebrae. All the vertebrae from the base of the spine to the base of the neck come into optimal alignment as you release any tension or holding in your neck and the neck muscles. And this wave of relaxation gently massages the scalp, moving through the scalp and head, relaxing little muscles in the scalp, coming up to the top of the head, and then gently flowing down over the forehead, releasing any tension in the forehead, flowing down over the eyebrows, the eyelids. The eyes are very heavy and relaxed. Beneath closed eyelids, heavy and relaxed. You can go even deeper within as this wave of relaxation flows over your nose, your cheeks, your mouth. Your mouth relaxes, your jaw relaxes, the tongue and teeth in the mouth relax. The chin relaxes. And the wave of healing moves down through the throat, the front of the neck, down the front of the body, all the way to the tips of the toes. From the tips of the toes to the top of the head, relaxed. From the crown of the head to the soles of the feet, fully and deeply relaxed. And to go even deeper into this experience of relaxation, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And when I get to 1, you'll see yourself walking along a path in nature. 10, relaxing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seeing yourself, feeling yourself walking along a path on a beautiful day in a natural place, smelling the fresh airs and scents of the flowers and the trees and the grass, hearing the birds. And as you walk along, you feel very excited and very elevated because today you're going to meet someone special, someone who can help you in your life, especially around relationships or finding a mate. So with this anticipation and excitement, you walk along until you notice there's something of a clearing off the path. This clearing feels like a very sacred place as you enter into it. the energy feels somehow different. And there's beautiful flowers growing in this place. Feels like a very, very special place to sit down on this stone bench and just relax and close your eyes. And as you're sitting there, you begin to sense the presence of someone else. The presence of someone else who feels so good to you. You can feel the love emanating from them. And when you open your eyes, you see that person, that being, who is the inner mate that resides inside of you. This is that being that can love you and can help you as you navigate through relationships or as you are searching for a partner or a mate. And as you look into the eyes of your beloved, you feel so good and you feel seen. And your inner mate begins telling you all the things they want to offer you in a relationship, such as security, love, understanding, comfort, confidence, someone who can be your confidant, someone who cares about you deeply. And they may even tell you some of their other skills they can offer you. Perhaps they want to cook for you, or they want to be the best lover they can be for you. And so you receive and you listen. And then it's your turn to tell your inner mate what you want to give them, how you can support them emotionally and in other ways, how together your lives can be even better than imagined. And so continue now sharing what you want to give your inner mate and listening to what they want to share with you. And then you feel that heart connection. You feel this light emanating from your heart into your mate's, and your mate's heart back to you. And you feel this loving energy flowing between the two of you. And you embrace each other. And it feels as you're merging into one in this loving embrace. As you and your inner mate merge into one. And you just lie down now, perhaps having a dream or visions of you and your inner mate doing fun things together. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're doing a recreational activity together. Maybe you're going to a restaurant or walking a beach or hiking in nature. Just allow these visions and dreams to unfold. And in a moment, I'm going to count up from 1 to 10, coming back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming back into waking consciousness, maybe opening your eyes, staring at the floor or the ceiling above you, letting all your energy settle, taking a moment, feeling the energy of this integration. And if you are one to journal, write down your experience or talk into a recording app, capturing this experience, knowing you can return and do this journey again and again to forge an even stronger connection with your inner mate. I hope you enjoyed this episode on the inner mate and an inner mate guided meditation. Make sure that you download, share, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine signing out, sending healing inner mate vibrations through the quantum field.